Back in the 90s, cracked the AOL code, texting turned gold, now the stories unfold. From dial-up dreams to LinkedIn kings, he taught the world how to build through strings. It's the Max Method, no guessing, just growth. 4 steps deep, he's coached them both. Top burners, big burners, trainers and pros. Max lit the fire, now everyone knows. Started with a spark, now the blueprint's live. Thousands trained and they multiply. From Facebook chats to LinkedIn leads, he plants the seeds, then watches them succeed. Mentor to coach is the guide for the great. Author, speaker, shaping fate. You don't just follow Max, you duplicate. That's how legends elevate. It's the Max Method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Calling the father the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game. It's the Max Method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Calling the father the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to our Saturday broadcast. I wasn't sure I was going to do this. It's a holiday weekend. But to tell you the truth, I had so many people reach out to me, students in our boot camp and a couple of our coaching students that are close to achieving their goals for the month. People that are executing their 90-day game plan, that I had to do it. So today, our 11 o'clock session, we're going to talk about how to enroll more reps over a holiday weekend. I've opened up my 1 o'clock mastermind to everybody, give everybody another opportunity as I work with my coaching students to jump into accounts and show you how to talk to people, find the people that you want to engage with. And even Sunday night and Monday night, we're going to be doing live broadcasts to help all of you get closer to achieving your goals. Now, how to enroll more reps over a holiday weekend. And for those of you that are not students yet, or are new students, or for those of you that are watching this on Facebook or LinkedIn or on my YouTube channel, posting is the way you build relationships. And when you post moving images, specifically GIFs, what ends up happening is more people see it, higher visibility. So Monday, we have the Memorial Day weekend in the United States. And wishing everybody a happy holiday is one way that you can communicate with everybody without talking to them. Whether you have 12 people that you're connected to or whether you have 2,000, it doesn't matter. What you post, when it appeals to other people, they like it, they see it, they share it. That's one way you build your network. So Monday is the Memorial Day weekend. Now, Seneca, ancient Rome, had a quote that, frankly, it's one of my favorites. Luck is when preparation and opportunity meet. So it doesn't matter how many people you're connected to right now. You are constantly able to add more people, talk to more people. And today, in the network marketing arena, a lot of things are changing. A lot of things are changing. So, specifically, LinkedIn and Facebook have changed. They've added many new features. And we're going to show you how to recruit network marketers, professionals into your business over holiday weekend with LinkedIn specifically and Facebook. And they're all easy. So, what would you attempt to do if you knew you couldn't fail? Follow my four-step formula, and you can fail. You have unlimited prospects to talk to on LinkedIn and Facebook. And with continual practice, you can't fail. The content of your profile and your daily activity positions you to be perceived as an expert and an influencer by everyone that sees it. And over a holidays, a lot of the people that you would normally look to work with during the week, they're working. They're not working now. Not only that, but everybody on Facebook, everybody on LinkedIn has the phone app, the mobile app. People will talk to you. People will reach out to you if they like you. So the secret to connecting with perfect prospects, converting them to new business partners and customers has to do with three things, only three things. One, the relationship you create with the content of your profile. We create the profile to appeal to the people that we want to talk to, that we want to enroll. Second, the influence you generate with your daily activity and your posts. And third, the conversations you have. Just follow my scripts. The ability to get people to talk to you, follow you, take action, and join your team revolves around everyone's perception of who you are. This is completely in your control. But remember, your perception of other people, same thing, based on what you see, what you do. So there are three steps to becoming successful. Get mentored by someone who has already achieved the results you want. Find out the exact steps you need to take. And three, take immediate action. And some of the people that are here, we've been connected to for, wow, years. And some of you are brand new, and some of you are guests of students that are sharing this information with you because they like you and they want to help you become successful. Sam in Australia was a student, and we had some timing issues making it to work. But after two coaching sessions, he sent me this. I've added 21 new team members in the last 3 weeks. That's one a day. Your way of coaching gave me the reassurance to go from where I was for a few months stuck, not going forward, to getting rejection after rejection to signing up 90% of the people that he talks to. Quality over quantity. I'm not showing you this to impress you. Same thing with Francisco. Francisco has been a student for 22 years. We started working together when he was building a prepaid legal business. In 2020, he came back into network marketing. He started going after whales. And over the summer, he connected with someone that was not the master distributor in the company, but he was the biggest distributor in the company. And the company was in the process of changing the comp plan to basically take all kinds of money away from him and his leaders. Francisco hooked up with him, brought the guy into his business, didn't do it by himself. He had to involve his upline, owners of the company. It was a big deal. He was tied up for 3 weeks. And by the way, that person brought 300,000 people into Francisco's business. But the last 7 days of the month, he went online and he recruited 25 people. Now, how do you do that? It all comes down to the number of people you're connected to and the number of people you talk to. Everybody has birthdays. Everybody has anniversaries. People are posting. You could literally start a conversation from scratch with anybody. So in addition to bringing in that heavy hitter, he added 25 people to his business. Monday is Memorial Day. Now you don't have to wait until Monday, the day of the holiday, to post it, to wish everybody, a happy holiday. What we're doing when we post these things is we're starting conversations. That's all, starting conversations. Now, professional network marketers work when other people play and play when other people work. Your prospects are around right now. So reaching out to someone, just looking to connect. What are you planning on? How are you planning on celebrating the Memorial Day weekend? That strategy will work for you a week before the holiday and a week after. You just change the tense. What did you do to celebrate the Memorial Day weekend? You could really ask that question 1 or 2 weeks before, especially if it's a big holiday. So here we are. Today, believe it or not, is National Brothers Day. Tomorrow is National Wine Day. Who knew about these holidays, right? So we give you access to a calendar. Wednesday is National Burger Day. Thursday is National Biscuit Day. All right? But let me show you something. This is another website. Look at all the unofficial holidays. You got National Scavenger Hunt Day, National Escargot Day, National Asparagus Day. Tomorrow, National Wine Day. Sunday, National Brown Baguette Day. Multiple countries celebrate Mother's Day today. Multiple countries celebrate Independence Day. Now, the thing is, on Monday, it's also National Blueberry Cheesecake Day. Who ever heard of these holidays? I mean, here's National Hamburger Day, National Brisket Day, National Flip Flop Day. We got National Biscuit Day. Where it's appropriate, you can start a conversation around any holiday. You know, years ago, when I first started teaching this, the birthday strategy was tops, absolute number one. It made it easy for you to connect with people. People appreciate you bringing these things to their attention. But as bandwidth increased, posting, moving images became easier. And so now it's easier for all of you to start conversations. So remember, professional network marketers work when other people play and play when other people work. So today, in addition to is also National Brothers Day. And sharing a moving image is going to get you 80% more visibility on LinkedIn, especially. Sunday, happy National Wine Day. Wednesday, after Memorial Day, is National Hamburger Day. And so the way you do this, because posting this is not enough. You want to get people to respond. All right. So let me demonstrate how you would do this. Let me just go through. So you got National Brother. No, this is National Hamburger Day. Then we got National Biscuit Day. And then you look at the month of June. So let's go back. Right? So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to go on Google. National Hamburger Day GIF. Right? Now we go over here to images. And now you want to find one that moves. Some of them are subtle. Some of them really move. So pick this one. There are all kinds of options. And more of these, frankly, are being developed. People, the key is you want something that moves. Now, working with your team, it's great because there's a variation, so we're not all posting the same thing. I think this was the one I looked at. No. All right, so you take this and then right click, brings up an extra window. Go down here to save image as. That's going to put it on your computer. And you want to make sure where you put it. So I'm putting it in my folder called Motivational Messages. And as long as you're doing it, okay, because it only takes a minute. You might want to save a couple of them at the same time. Right click, save image as. Now, now you want to get a little history on the holiday. Okay, you just click on this. Okay, now this is on the 28th. Now let's take this information. I'm going to copy it. Now, let's go back over to LinkedIn. Go to your home page. And we're going to start a poll. Now, first, we're going to upload the image. And we put it in our download folder. However, oh, actually, it was in a motivational folder. So here it is. And actually, all I'd have to do to search is put in hamburger. Comes up. All right. So I'm going to pick this one. Right. Then we're going to pop over here to next. Now remember, this is next week, Thursday. Next. And here is where you put in a message. And we add a little humor. Now, the key to do this and communicate with people is get people to respond. Now, the beautiful part about this, this is where we're looking for interaction. Okay, so we want people to react and respond. Now, what do we want to know? Actually, what do you like to eat to your hamburger? So, and don't worry about this, okay? We have a script, but so we could ask for the condiments, or we could say, make it simple. And you always want to make it easy for the person to respond. And we could throw something else in here. But let's leave this, all right? Now you come down here to rewrite with AI. And this is the one thing that I really like about LinkedIn's AI. Watch what happens. All right. Now we're going to send that out. And we can send it out today. All right. By the same token, you come back up here, do it again. We'll take the other one. We could change the question. Now, here's a little trick for you. If you want to get people to answer a question, especially on when you're using text, instead of just asking them what their favorite condiments are, you tell them what yours are first. Give them something to think about. So I said, what condiments do you add to your hamburgers? Okay. Then we come down here. Let's give it a chance for them to rewrite it. So they took out condiments and added toppings. Oh, they added toppings. Now, if you don't like this, okay, come down here. You give a chance to rewrite it. They add subtle differences. My go-to condiments. Come down here, let them rewrite it again. Now, believe it or not, you can do this 15 times, okay, until you get what suits you, or you could add whatever it is you want. Now, we come down here to post it. We're not going to post it today. You come down here to the clock, bring up the calendar, go to the 28th, and then let's get it out in the morning. Now you save it. So whether, and by the way, you can always go and look at all your scheduled posts to see what you scheduled, what's coming up. Now, again, this is a let me see who's here. So this is an easy thing to do, all right? And what it does, you would do the same thing with any kind of motivational message. Let's talk about one more thing about posting. When you know who your ideal target market are, who the people in your ideal target market are. Remember, your profile positions you to be liked, respected, and appreciated. So we could come up here to the top and we could say, I'm looking for somebody that is really, that has the experience to be very successful in my business. Now, Linda here just posted, again, have a safe and happy Memorial Day. She did that 2 hours ago. So I can come down here and I could like it or love it. Now, as you're building your team, you want everybody on your team to respond. This is called a boost. So the people that you brought into your business, the people that you're working with, everybody likes each other's posts. Make comments. If you want to give your posts more visibility, the LinkedIn algorithm decides who sees what. So the more people that like it, the more visibility it's going to have. Now, we come up here, we do a search. And let's say that we could search for people by profession, doctors, lawyers, massage therapists. So let's do one for first. Let's do it this way. Let's look for chiropractor. So we click on people. Now, we're all searching in the same pool. So the same number of chiropractors are going to show up for you that are showing up for me. But in order to get the total, they used to just give us the number. Is it, it used to be so easy. And the reason LinkedIn is putting in all these extra steps is to prevent the troublemakers and the spammers. So we come over here and we can see there are 140,000 plus chiropractors. 24,000 say they're open to work. Here's a chiropractor that's retired. But somewhere on his profile, he has open to work. Let's go back over here. 140,000. We're all going to come up with the same number. But the sequence, the order of people that are going to come up are going to come up based on what we have in common with these people, mutual friends, again, the more mutual friends you have, I got, all right, let me,
Happy holiday, everybody.
yeah, thanks for that, that information. I got it,
Yesterday,
yeah, it's amazing what's happening in this business.
it's crazy.
Okay, so one of the things I want to point out to all of you is if I log out of my account,
By the way, I got shut down yesterday, or the day before yesterday, because once you said I could do at least 20 new connections a day, I guess I did them too close together.
what,
Um,
what's your email?
Sandy Cohen at me.com, but they let me back in again yesterday afternoon. I'm going a little slower now.
Thank you. Yeah, but Sandy, to tell you the truth, um, and that's why I wanted to pop into your account.
Wait a minute, how did you post? Oh, you didn't
No,
post.
no, no, I didn't post. See, you because this is how it works.
Okay,
Because we're connected, what I post
I can see.
shows up on your page. What I post, what you post, shows up on other people's pages.
Ah,
This is how it spreads now. So you can come over here and you can say, "Oh, I'm gonna love this one." And so now, I mean, and then you could add a little note. So the thing is, let's come over to your network. Let's come over here to connections. So search with filters. So these are your first level. These are all the people that you're connected to.
and these are people that I'm already connected to, so they don't count for my 20
No,
per day, correct?
right. Okay, but see now what we want to do, when I tell you they have changed everything. See, we used to be able to come up here and we used to be able to do a search, for our list here for all the chiropractors. They took that away. So, I mean, they changed it. Okay, so what we got to do is you come back up here, chiropractors, and so these are your first level chiropractors. These are all people that you're already connected to. Again, if we wanted to get a number, then we got to go over. So you're connected to 268 chiropractors already. Already. Now, to send these people a message, you could do the same thing. We could do it over here, just work our way. These are, again, we don't know how active they are. Well, we could see these people here with the green dot means they're logged in. We know these people are active. The question is, how we talk to them. So you bring up the page, come down here to the message. All right, so this is somebody. Okay, so this is somebody recent. I feel like it's becoming a marketing platform. Well, you missed an opportunity here because you want to agree with them. It's basically come up with a response, something to the effect that I feel it's becoming a marketing platform, even my employees. But marketing, networking, we could have said something to the effect that yes, it's definitely becoming more of a marketing platform, but it also allows professionals to network with other people in our field. And so, in that regard, I found it to be a wonderful way to expand my network with people I never would have had access to before. Now, notice you're an author, you're an entrepreneur. So, you want to get the person in conversation. And the way you do that is get them to open up to talk about themselves. So he was a personal trainer, a tile installator, personal trainer, rehabilitation trainer, 2017. So what's missing here is 9 years that are missing. Well, who knows what he was doing? So you take what you have here. I'm just curious, what prompted you to move from being a personal trainer into chiropractic medicine? And, we all think we know the answer. I heard so many of my clients ended up hurting themselves. I was, so many, who knows what his answer is going to be. But that's you want to get let's go back up here. Let's go back to the message. Okay, another tip. Your messages go to them, their messages come to you. You know where they're coming from. So don't put their name. The reason is, let's say you wanted to take a message back. Oh, I don't know how it happened, but you got a message that was meant to somebody else. By putting their name in it, it takes that option away. Okay? Because I work with that are wellness practitioners who have an additional income source. So again, you're breaking a couple of rules here. Number one, many of the people that I work with on LinkedIn, you're talking to a chiropractor. So it should say chiropractors. Okay. Now, many of the chiropractors that I work with on LinkedIn, or that have worked in their field for as long as you worked, have worked with a network marketing company to generate an additional stream of income. Which companies have you worked with? What you're saying here, okay, so many with your, I would imagine you're doing quite well. So this is a part you don't know how well they're doing. If they can't relate to what you're saying, um, it loosens the connection. All right. So now, what would have been more effective is had you sent him, and what's ultimately going to happen is you're going to develop favorite things to post. And so asking him, for example, what prompted you, because he's been a chiropractor for 7 years. So what prompted you to become a chiropractor? But I'm telling you, that would lead appropriately to the next question. But see, he sent this at 5:03. Well, you sent this at 6:42. If this came up on the screen at 5:03 and you answered him at 5:04, that would be one thing. You sent this at 12:22. He responded at 5 o'clock. But if you're going to answer, you got plenty of time. You always want to end with a question. That moves the conversation forward in a direction that all of you want to go. All right. So let's set up a time. I'll call you later. We'll set up a time when I'll go in and help you with some of these. Now I'm going to give you everybody another example. I'm going to pop.
Great advice. Thank you, Max.
Okay. I'm going to pop out your account. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to jump into Eric. Oops. Now, Eric is a coaching student, and we've been experimenting on scripts. See if he has any more for me. Go over here to the message box. We're gonna dive into this. And what we're doing is we're getting ready. We've moved the project launch script so she saw this, but she hasn't answered yet. Right now, would you like to know the details? Sure. This is related to multi-level marketing. So there are going to be different ways, and it is. So we want to know what his experience is. For 20 years of experience, this man knows all about network marketing. And he probably has a negative attitude about it. But we're going to turn that around. Okay, I will be back at 4 o'clock. I'm sorry, not 4 o'clock, at 1 o'clock. And we're basically here to help all of you advance. Okay? So at 1 o'clock, we're going to do more of this. And Eric is, again, one of my coaching students. He came back from his company's convention. Um, and what we have is we're at the point in time now. First message, second message, third message. We've moved the thing along. And now we're at the point. Let's go back to the messages. So let's look at this one here. So let's look at who he was talking to. Looking for a new job. Okay. There are over 9 million people on LinkedIn that are looking for a new job. There's no, there's more than that. There's 140 million that have the open to work frame. So it's more like, I have to do the numbers again. People keep the open to work frame around their profile for about maybe 90 days and then they take it off. And then, so 90 days. All right. So he's been looking for a new job since last October. Before that, he was a regional sales manager. You want to engage these people in natural conversation. So what happened? Why did he leave this company after 8 years, 7 months? Why? Natural questions. What has he been doing for work? All right. So reached out to him. First message, second message. All right. Why do you have the open to work for him? I'm not working. We send the third message. Future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. All right. So what do you know about the network marketing business model? He could have slowed down a little. Right? Wow. Actually, now that I didn't look at the dates. So this was this was before Max. In February, reached out again. We had fun with this one. I just got back from spending a week in Cancun, Mexico. Hard leaving, remember this is in February. Hard leaving 89 degrees weather and warm Gulf water and coming back to 17 degrees and snow on the ground. First 2 days, we swam in the Gulf of Mexico and spent the rest of our time swimming in the Gulf of America. Hope you've been well. How's the job search going? He didn't answer. Posted again. Be patient. Everything's coming together. All right. So now I'm getting ready to launch a special project. This is our project launch script. Would you like to know the details? Sounds interesting. So this is what we've done. We've moved everything up. We're getting these things faster. And what's making it happen, posting. All right, so I will be back at 1 o'clock for those of you that are coaching students. If you have any prospects you want me to look at, okay. Sandy, we've got an email going out about that. Um, we'll get it taken care of. We have made some, listen, we're constantly making changes to keep up with all of the new changes that are taking place on Facebook and LinkedIn, as well as on the internet. And we've got an email going out about it. Um, let me look here. me check on Linda. Linda, how's everything going?
It's going good.
What's your email to get into your account? Because I know it's not your name.
You've been using the REIKI.
That's okay. Let me just. I want you to notice. Okay, so I just made a post a little while ago, and if we come down here, curious as to why it's not showing up. It didn't show up for you. Um, okay, it's growing. It's growing. It's getting a little easier. Linda, for you.
Yes, it is. Still learning.
Well, while you're learning, remember, you learn more by doing.
I know.
Okay. And so the biggest thing is going to be just talking to people.
Right,
So you send out the first message. Whether they answer you or not, you send out the second one.
right,
And that's an opportunity for you to kind of decide, is this somebody that I really want to talk to? Or, sometimes we're doing a search and, we're not sure. We're not studying the profile then. We just know they're in a particular field and they're active. So we're reaching out to them. And a percentage is going to accept you. That percentage is going to get bigger as you get a lot more accustomed to the process. You're going to be picking out better people. And the other thing is that the people that you're sending these messages to or connection requests to, sometimes they accept you right away, and sometimes they don't. And what a part of your profile, if you go back over here, so there's 24 people here that looked at your profile. But we don't care that we don't want the statistics. So so here's somebody that looked at your profile one day ago. So these are people that you reached out, either you reached out to them or they looked at your profile, but you're not connected. And maybe they're going to come back and they're going to connect with you later, or they won't. You can always look at these people, reach out to them to see if you want to be connected. But save you a little time. Catherine's a wonderful person. She's also a student. And wouldn't hurt to be connected to her. She's never going to be a prospect for you. Been with the same company for a long time. Um, Same thing with Paul. Um, John is a very successful networker, and he looked at your profile. Oh, he connected with you. Okay.
Yeah, he's a good friend.
Okay. So the bottom line is, you're just think of it in this way. You're planting seeds. You're planting seeds, and then once the seed is planted, we water the garden, we fertilize the garden, and what you post is a form of fertilizer. It's also a form of water. And, um, it's a process. When you hear from people, and I bring up examples of students that have done something. In fact, let me go back. Um, when you hear from people that say, I signed up 4 people last week. So how does that happen? It wasn't like he went online and started to talk to 8 people, and 4 out of the 8 came back. It doesn't work that way. Four out of, they've been different times. Professional network marketers work when other people play when other people are working. Now, Lane, um, I think that's the.
Yeah, so I had been just kind of trusting Max and going step by step through the process. And to be honest, I had this little voice in the back of my head that was saying, this isn't going to work. What are you thinking? But I decided to trust and move forward with the process anyway. And then all of a sudden, just with this profile that you're seeing now, one of my friends that I used to be in another network marketing company with, first of all, he sent me a message, a LinkedIn message, and I guess I didn't see it quick enough. He was so excited to talk to me that he actually picked up the phone within a couple hours later. And he said, "What are you doing, Lane? What are you doing?" And then we had we had a conversation, and I said, "Yeah, I'm with this new company." And next thing you know, within 24 hours, he's now on my team. So I was pretty excited.
One of the things that all of you are going to experience, especially those of you that are just getting started with this, there's more of it going on Facebook because most of you are more active on Facebook. But people are curious, and when all of a sudden you start doing different things, now you're posting things that they've never seen you post before. Your online activity is changing. People get curious. They want to, well, what is it? You have the option to decide, is this somebody that I want to answer? Is this someone I want to talk to or not? And the same thing on LinkedIn. You will be amazed when your profile is visible and you get out there, all of a sudden you start hearing from people that you haven't talked to in years. And they're all interested in reconnecting. So all of you are moving down the same road. All right. So I will be back in 40 minutes and we'll have our mastermind session again to basically work with and help all of you. Let me take one look here. It was funny. I took my wife out for dinner last night, and she made an interesting observation. She said, Max, if you still had your boat, what would you be what would you be doing this weekend? And because every Memorial Day weekend I would take a sailing trip. And I just started to laugh because she's right. I'd probably be in Bimini, but I'm not. So I'm doing the next best thing that I love to do, which is what I'm doing right now. All of you are poised for greatness because you have access to so many people. All right. I got to note it. Joan, I enjoyed talking to you yesterday, and I don't think we answered one question. I saw it in my notes for later. Yeah, if you sign up for coaching, yeah, you can select uh, one or even 2 people. Actually, you could do it up to 5, and put them in a boot camp. So I'll be back at 1 o'clock for those of you that are coaching students. You got any coach? If you got any conversations going on that you want me to take a look at, now is the time. Again, our focus for today is to get all of you active and engaged. Take advantage of this long holiday weekend. It's going to carry over to next week, and you all have plenty of time to talk to highly qualified prospects about your business and enroll in them. So until next time, best of luck in building your business, and God bless.